It is considered one of the most horrific events in American history, and it is a case that shows the brutal realities of racism and discrimination. Hello everyone, my name is Anya, and in this video we're going to take a look at what happened on this night in the year 1955, the abduction and murder of Emmett Till. In August 1955, 14-year-old Emmett Till was visiting family members in Money, Mississippi. On the 24th of August, Emmett and some of his cousins visited Bryant's grocery and meat market, and it was there that he had an interaction with 21-year-old Carolyn Bryant, who was one of the shop's owners. What truly happened during that interaction remains unclear to this day, but Carolyn Bryant later claimed that Emmett had wolf whistled at her and grabbed her aggressively, flirting with her. Now, Emmett's friends and family members later stated that he was known to whistle, but he did so to alleviate a stutter that he had had since he was 6 years old after contracting polio. He did not whistle to flirt with women. Regardless of what truly happened, on the night of the 28th of August, 1955, Carolyn Bryant's husband, Roy Bryant, and his half-brother, J.W. Milam, abducted 14-year-old Emmett from his great-uncle's house where he had been staying. They broke into the house carrying a rifle and a flashlight and dragged the 14-year-old boy away from his family. They drove Emmett away to a secluded area where they beat him so severely that one of his eyes was dislodged, and they shot him in the head before dumping his body in the Tallahatchie River. It was 3 days after his abduction that 14-year-old Emmett Till's body was found. He had been beaten so severely that he could only be identified by a ring that had been left behind by the killers. The news of the abduction, lynching, and murder of Emmett Till shocked and horrified the United States. In September 1955, both Roy Bryant and J.W. Milam were tried for the murder of Emmett Till. Despite Carolyn Bryant's testimony being questioned and strong statements from members of Emmett's family, both men were acquitted of all charges by an all-white jury. In 1956, the two men sold an interview to Look magazine for $4,000, equivalent to $46,000 in today's money. And it was in that interview that both men fully confessed to abducting, torturing, lynching, and murdering Emmett Till. While Roy Bryant and J.W. Milam legally got away with their crime, their interview with Look magazine caused the public to turn against them. They were ostracized from society for the rest of their lives. The gruesomeness of Emmett Till's murder and the photographs that were released of his body in the aftermath contributed to the passing of the civil rights movement in 1957. Thousands were horrified at the brutalness of his death. and how racism and discrimination led to his demise. If there is one person out of all of this that my heart goes out to, it's Emmett's mother, Mamie Till Mobley. She was the one who wanted photographs taken of her son's body. She was the one who insisted on an open casket funeral for her son. She wanted the world to see what racism had done to her only child. For the rest of her life, Mamie Till Mobley went about educating young people about the death of her son and the realities of racism and discrimination until her death in 2003. On the 29th of March 2022, the Emmett Till anti-lynching movement was passed by the US presidency. The abduction and murder of Emmett Till is regarded as one of the most horrific incidents in American history. It's an example of the true realities of racism and discrimination in society. And in my honest opinion, it's a horrific event that should never, ever be forgotten. Thank you so much for watching this video. I really appreciate it. My name is Anya, and we just looked at what happened on this day.